Okay, we're live. Hello, welcome back to would have potential Pearl.
Indeed. I'm honestly quite enthralled to see Pearl as a map pick. That is one of my favorite maps personally. Um, Haven is an interesting one. I figured that one would have been banned with the not so recent Tahoe nerfs, but so they seem to be confident enough on it. Ascent,
Yeah,
not surprised to see that one banned. That one is a
horrible map.
extremely defender-sided map. Yeah, no, not good
Yeah,
at all.
horrible map. Uh,
What do you think you'll be
um,
seeing? Because obviously, you know these teams much better than I do.
um, I think for Disorder, we'll definitely see some double duelist action. For Brimstone Baddies, I'm not too sure, myself. Um, but we should be heading right into the agent select now. Um, And yeah, no, I think for Disorder, they're gonna run some double duelists. They seem pretty confident in that style. Um, so yeah, we'll just have to see there. And as we can
Archetype
see,
locking Jet, Pearl's Last Hope, holding Yoru. Natural on Neon.
yeah, I mean, Naturals. He's pretty. I've heard he's pretty good. no, yeah, no, Naturals Neon. It's a treat to watch. I mean, we've seen it a lot in this tournament, but um, it's gonna be exciting. And yep, double doors coming out for the side of Disorder. And for the side of Brimstone Baddies, we have an interesting looking comp there. What do you think of that?
Well, honestly, okay. Let's go through it. Cypher mid control, has been something we've seen with Dogfight, formerly AC's Dogs, crucial to their Pearl comp. Phoenix. Honestly, I'm not too surprised to see Phoenix here because his flash is one of the strongest in the game, particularly in B long. Now, we do have Clove, which, while unconventional on this map due to Astra dominancy, is still a good pick in my opinion due to its ability to smoke after being killed. Fade, you know, that's standard comp, everyone sees that. So, I
Yeah,
think this is a unconventional but not unfounded comp.
yeah. I would say yeah, it's unconventional, but yeah, it's not completely out there. There's you still got some ideas with the Phoenix Flash paired with the Fade Eye to get into sight. Um, and we're just gonna have to see how they decide to play it, but they're running 5 ghosts and a deagle for the pistol. Um, Phoenix having a flash for free, able to buy just a sheriff there and just have the flash available. So it's not a horrible buy.
Indeed, we are seeing four ghosts as well on the defending side, with a classic and shield for natural. Now that
Yeah,
is interesting. I'm expecting him to
right click.
be very aggressive. Be very aggressive. I'm
Yeah,
expecting a run and dash up long, possible right clicks to get some frags. And they are looking to push. Attacking team is looking to push into the stacked site. We have a read from the defenders. Three stacked
yeah.
B, one mid, one A.
Just trusting in the retake of A. And just fighting heavy towards one side. Always not a bad idea, especially when you have double duelist. Fighting something is usually going to be pretty beneficial. Um, And I mean, just the retake on A, it shouldn't be too bad. It's one of the easier sites to retake because there's not many positions you can play. You can play church, you can play default, and that's about it on the A side.
Agreed. With Astra Online, A is an easier retake due to the sucks and the rather large smokes, because you can smoke off main, secret, flower, and art, and those are 3 different choke points that defenders can flood in from. When you're attacking, you only have 1, right? Well, technically 2, but to get to art, you have to go through first any art defenders, but also anyone holding mid doors.
Yeah, and we can see we're getting right into the rounds. Perth's last hope walking up belong. I believe that is I forget who it is. But Christina insta one tap sits him down, and they're gonna scale up belong pretty fast here. But the Visita's still here. Natural sitting backside of his classic. Isolated, Zephyr gets the kill on Christina. Now left in a 4v4. Tactics on the lurk kill onto Foz and opens up art. Gamble Nat's trying to pick up this area. Tactics just trying to make as much space for his team so the rotate can come in. And Natural's read this perfectly and walking up belong, but there is a trip that's gonna face him. But Gamble Nat's good on the shot onto Tactics. Now back into a 3v3, and the read is completely there for the side of Disorder. Gamble Nat's not quite aware of the re-lurk, and Archetype is able to get the kill. Zephyr creeping up through Secret. Catches Foz out with the eye. Now, he's gonna go for the Church, not revealed. Natural. Those are the lasters! Taps the bomb, swings out, and he gets the clutch! That's a great
What a fantastic retake. That is fantastic. You could see the openness of the map and the aggressiveness on Neon was able to give Natural the ability to flank main and get those 2 frags. You could see with the dash he was able to hide behind cover. Now, going to Eco. Defenders are on a full buy after winning their first round.
I mean, the outlaw buy from Archetype.
2 outlaws for that matter, plus looks like a Marshal and a Guardian Stinger. We are seeing a slight force from attackers.
Yeah. Archetype. He's gonna look to punish the 4 light shield buys from Disorder. Catches out. Oh, Cloudy gets away with his life. The only heavy shield getting tagged up.
Deficient.
Zephyr responds with his own outlaw.
There.
Spots the jump peak, able to catch Archetype, and now the outlaw is left stranded. Rex able to B-hop over. Now, Rex, he wants to try and find something with this. He's trying to bait out a shot. And Zephyr actually, Rex actually catches one there, and Zephyr gets the trade. 4v2, they don't want to drop too many more guns. The Marshal, though, is all the way on A side, so it's not looking like Gamble Nuts will be picking up any upgrades this round.
There.
One enemy remaining.
Zephyr's onto the A's, but he missed the shot! Tactics able to clean it up. Now, catches a tag onto Natural's leg, but he's able to slide out. And that's 3 guns carried over.
That is the power of Neon Dash, the ability to dodge bullets while still getting yours downrange. We can see defenders are not forcing, it's now their bonus. With the Sheriff in hand, attackers are on their full buy. But if we're looking at the ult economy here, we can see Zephyr does have Steel Garden online. We are 4 points away from Natural having his overdrive.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a high-low setup on A, and the attackers might be looking into this. A high-low of Outlaw and Marshall, so that will just tap somebody. Recall comes in, but Cloudy just got a pick onto the left on Tactics, and he's able to retrieve the gun. The high-low comes into effect. walls for his teammate to get out. And now it's a 5v3 on the bonus. And it's gonna be pretty rough here for Brimstone Baddies. Prowler re-clears mid. Close smokes come in. And they just want this close sight control. And don't mind too much about this backside control. And it might not turn out great for them, especially since they're in a 5v3. Natural, another pick. Rex able to get the trade onto Cloudy. Follows with the classic. Upside gets 2 on site. 2v1. But Zephyr is able to swing out. Gets the kill and the bonus conversion for Disorder.
I love it when our competition.
You can see there the duality of Neon dash. Natural dashed out into Archetype's spray, landing him a headshot to the head and out of the round. Now we can see that Natural is 1 point away from his ultimate. Archetype and Rex are 2 points away. That will be a good entry. The ability to have the knives dash over the top could prove viable.
Yeah, and insta flash coming out from Christina B-Long. Double up in cover here. Natural taking the fight aggressively here first. And just the kind of bait coming in from... It doesn't even matter. Zephyr and Natural both get the kill. Both the duelists down. And Brimstone Baddies once again left in a rough position. Zephyr spots out Tactics. The seize catches! And now Tactics able to get the trade. Now it's a 3v2. Brimstone Baddies have done pretty well to get themselves to this situation. Man advantage still for Disorder though. Round quiets down. And Cloudy's all the way up Belong. Has a TP sent into their spawn. And he's worried about B-side. But he doesn't know that they're just coming back from mid. He seems a little aware. He's quite unsure though. And on the side of A, Natural and Nats just playing kind of aggressive here in main. Oh, now Rex! And then Tactics calls for both of them here. And TP's into their spawn. Tactics and Rex obviously not quite aware yet. They hear the footsteps. Rex able to catch out Cloudy. Now a 2v2. This has been a 3v5. Would be pretty huge for the side of BSB. But time might not be on their favor. They might not be aware of Natural. And he's got to catch out Tactics. The suck comes in. He's trying to run away for his life. And that is the round. Rex, nothing you can do here. And the movement. And baits for Nats to get the kill.
That's your classic round, baiting for time. The defenders were able to pull that off. Now we can see that for Eco, Disorder's looking pretty good, able to afford full buy. The attackers are forcing 1 light shield and 1 rifle no shield from Tactics, but they do have 2 ults online.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to make good use of the Not Dead Yet and the Neural Theft here if you want a round of conversion. And Natural instantly pops Christina. This fight, Belong, has just been so successful. Sort of been very aggressive. Buzz able to get 1 and getting stuffed out, but he tags Tactics down. Now the Not Dead Yet comes into effect. Neural Theft as well. Best chance they've had yet. Rex, he's getting stalled for time. Natural not letting him have any chance. And now it's a 4v3 and Tactics still low HP. But Archetype aggressive positioning catches out Cloudy. Zephyr with the trade. Now he's aware. Natural is aware of Tactics in Art. Spots out backside, but is he fully aware? And he's able to catch out Tactics. And it was a 2 ults invested for Brimstone Baddies, but no conversion.
Brimstone Baddies did try to invest the Cypher ults to find a target for Rex to fully revive, but Rex was stalled for time, and Natural did end up fragging out there. But we can see that Brimstone Baddies has 3 ults online now, with their Jet, Phoenix, and Fade respectively. Disorder are 1 point away from Dimensional Drift. And 2 points away from Nightfall with Steel Garden and Overdrive currently online. Full buys from Disorder. A staggered force. From
Once again, the aggressive plays coming in from Disorder. The bait into long finally works. He's coming! And Archside gets the kill. The wall isn't able to be baited in time with Christina's ult. A 4v5. Brimstone Baddies' best chance yet. The youth is a little desynced. No. He's caught out. And Christina's full blind. Natural gets 2. 3v3. 3v2. Trades go back into the favor of Brimstone Baddies. Foz. Through doors. And Brimstone Baddies deciding to back off. Exploring towards mid, but Foz does seem aware of the angle. A site is just free. Archetype maybe faking a little bit of pressure here, but the walkout mid from Foz might catch Archetype here. And he spots him, but he's able to get away in time. The jump up! I don't know about that one. Tactics in spawn also gets a kill. Now they know where he is in a 1v2. And Foz, this shouldn't be winnable for him. But you never know. And Tactics, he seems aware of Tactics positioning, but the time just in favor for Tactics. And that is the first round for Brimstone Baddies.
Indeed. Really, their ability to lurk up into positions that Disorder was not ready for is what won them the round. Looking at Eco, we can see a full buy from both sides. Disorder does have 2 more ults online, that being Dimensional Drift and Nightfall. We are 1 point away from Astra Wall. We did see the Phoenix ult invested on the side of attackers.
Yeah, and the ult economy just heavily in Disorder's favor right now. The fight A main this time, Natural's spearheading it. Stun comes out, the C's as well. So many people are caught! The shot's unstable enough. Natural only gets 1. Christina trades out Foz. And now it's a 3v4 again. Christina going for the heal with the molly. Spamming out the smoke, just being wary. Tactics once again, always on the alert. Gamelnats drops backside after the catches him, but Zephyr gets a kill for an art. He's still committed, but he gets 2 more! And now it's just Tactics left in a 1v2. Surely they know that he loves lurking here. Zephyr's already watching for it. And Gamelnats deciding just to sit closer to main, sitting in church. But he's not going to be watching this.
One enemy remaining.
And he nearly is able to turn it down. The Neural Theft comes in. Tactics. He's won these before. Anyone it out. Hammer doesn't spot him, but the Neural Theft does. The ult could come in from Zephyr.
30 seconds left.
He decides to come play. No. He's committing the ult. He's here to run. What's the go to be? But you can't do that. He's getting away. And he's running! His gun is back! And Tactics spots out Zephyr. And decides! He's going for 6 long. But he knows that he can't be long with the wall. Reload has to come in, 4 bullets only. Zephyr. Nice train, but Tactics with the 1v2 to secure Brimstone Baddies their second round.
Fantastically played by Tactics. You could see he did isolate that 1v1 and he was prepared for a double hold in church. Now we can see both teams... No. We can see
Bucky.
Brimstone Baddies full buying, but Disorder. A staggered force buy, 4 rifles online, but 3 are light shield. However, they still have ult economy heavily in their favor.
Yeah, and you want to see those invested this round. They get tagged by the eye. I mean, might be a bit obvious, but this walk up. How's the timing gonna look for Tactics? is he gonna catch out Cloudy, or Cloudy's gonna be aware, and Tactics gets the kill. Very patient. Falls with the bucket, he has to drop back. And now, Christina gets the kill into Zephyr. And 3v5, Brimstone Baddies, once again, getting the early advantage, and it's looking like they're gonna convert this round. Unless GambleNets pulls something crazy off on A side.
Pulling them in.
Already getting overwhelmed. And... oh, he's back. The Cosmic Divide is still there, but Natural able to get a kill on Archetype, making the run a lot more winnable, but Rex trading out Fuzz. Gets a kill into Tactics, Lurk is down, now the 3v2. Now a 2v2, Nats! Let's make this a possibility. Christina, oh, not tagged that much. Christina just by main, the C's gonna come and reveal the information. And Christina, he's gonna be good for the kill. And that is the third round in a row for Brimstone Baddies. Just going into a 2-minute tech pause here.
We are unfortunately looking at a tech pause, but we can discuss what we've seen, and what we've seen is a beginning thrashing by Disorder on the side of Brimstone Baddies, getting absolutely crushed by the defense of Disorder, but the past 3 rounds, like Glitch did say, Brimstone Baddies have been able to bring it back. Their ult economy is slowly coming back into their favor. We do see Jet Knives and Phoenix Ultimate online. We are currently 3 points away from Cypher Ultimate, but Disorder still does have 4 ultimates online. The Dimensional Drift, Nightfall, Overdrive, and Wall.
Cosmic
But-
Divide.
Cosmic Divide, sorry, I keep forgetting the name.
It's
but-
okay.
Disorder is on a... I'm not even sure if I can call this a staggered force. This is really
I'm
Eco
sure
in a dream.
Yeah,
Yeah.
surely different foes are selling. There's they've got to sell the guns. I mean, there's no way you buy like this unless Nats
No.
forces up or someone like that. It's just there's no way they have this decent of a buy. And yeah, I mean, Brimstone Baddies, I like what they've been doing in these last few rounds. They've been able to get these early picks, able to get a lot more like confident starts to the round. They kept on just getting picked off early and just having no entries into the rounds. But now Disorder's aggressiveness, they're reading it. They're getting these early picks, and Brimstone Baddies able to just close out the round once they have the man advantage. Right now, all these rounds have been looking like whoever gets the first pick is gonna win the round, and if you're Disorder, you need to get those first picks back under control.
That is the case. You could see, even with the dominant defense that Disorder's had, they're not looking that symmetrical with their kills. You can see Perth's Last Hope going 1-8, unfortunately. Natural and Zephyr holding it together with a 13-5 and 13-6 respectfully. Tactics and Rex going 11-6 and 7-9 respectively. But you can see Brimstone Baddies, their frags are a lot more equal amongst the entire team. So you could call Disorder a hero team if you really wanted to, because they're getting carried, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, Natural's been popping off. Zephyr always been very consistent on the Sentinel role in this tournament. And, I mean, for the Cloudy, hopefully he's able to step it up. That's Perth's Last Hope, Cloudy. Hopefully he's able to get more confident, get these kills in, and maybe end up, you know, doubling his kills next round.
Doubling his kills, you mean getting 1 extra frag?
Yes. Yes.
That feels a little bit like working at Macca's and saying you handle transactions for a multi-billion-dollar company. It's technically the truth. It feels
Yes.
like a little bit of an exaggeration.
It is true. I handle a multi-billion dollar company. But no, in this case, we're just seeing Cloudy get another kill. I mean, maybe he quadruples his kills. You never know. Gets a 3K.
That is true. That is true. I would like to see a ace from Cloudy. That would be a spectacle, especially in this round. If it was to happen this round, that would be something to behold. With the Sheriff and Regen. We are out of tech
I'm worried.
cores.
It looks like Zephyr and Foz aren't selling their guns. Oh god.
The Brimstone
It
remote.
looks like
Is that Brimstone?
they're looking like they're having fun. That's a teddy bear.
A teddy bear with a gun and a dream.
Oh, it's gone. He's back. And he's gone. And instantly, not scared, just walking up, he doubles his kills! Cloudy, able to TP out, just back onto the B side, and now, as I said, the early pick in favor, but Tactics trading out Zephyr. And Archetype, that's a bit greedy, and now it's a 4v2, and even though there was the early pick, it looks like Brimstone Baddies are going to take this round. And Tactics super aware. Decides to go for the ult. Now a 4v1. Looks pretty unwinnable for Natural here. Tactics immediately facing up. Catches out Natural to 5 HP. Regen Shield gonna bring him up to 30, but it's not gonna make any significant difference. He's waiting for Christina, and he might be aware. And Christina's able to get the easy body shot off first. With the bubble not being popped, and that is a critical blunder. I think Disorder just won the game.
Honestly, I'm quite concerned for Disorder because with that force last game, or last round I should say, they're now stuck to a staggered full buy. I mean, they can afford Rifle's Light Shield, but that's Light Shield. I mean, an Outlaw takes you out. So, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens this round. Ult economy still in their favor, though.
Yeah, they need to get these ults off. I really want to see them use them, like, just play retake somewhere. And it looks like that's the plan. They've got 3 situated towards middle. And just an aggressive fight. But unfortunately for Cloudy, he's just not able to get the kill. Hasn't had that much impact. And dying early, not great for the team. Dimensional drift down. And so Baddies scaling into sight, yeah, wants to bait the wall, but it's mid. Archetype updrafting over, and Rotate's getting pulled over by Natural. Able to get out, Zephyr gets the kill with the Sheriff. Of course, he forces the previous round and gets the kill with the Sheriff in this round. And now a 4v2. And Natural looking to get aggressive with it. Rex caught out. He spots out. Who the hell is that? Dan? Is that Dan?
That is Dan.
Yep, okay. His name is hidden for me. But yeah, I mean, don't pop the bubble and find out what happens. You lose the next round.
Yeah, that was honestly very well played by Natural. You can see he's holding the team together. Unfortunately, Cloudy needs to stop pushing up so often, so frequently, and so aggressively because this is probably the 3rd or 4th round in a row where he's pushed up, died, and had no impact. Because Tactics has been expecting the early lurk.
Yeah. As you point out, Tactics, he gets the kill to Zephyr. Always good for these early picks. He's gonna have so many first bloods. And, I mean, just opening up every round, it seems like. And now we have Cloudy once again posted up aggressively. But this time, Foz is there for the backup. So it could be good for the Disorder. Christina spotted! Able to catch out Foz, and now position revealed for Cloudy. And he's not able to get anything. Christina gets the kill, 5v2, Natural alive. Could be pretty... It is pretty unwinnable here, but you never know, some magic could happen. Gamble Nats and Natural both have pulled off some crazy rounds in this tournament.
One enemy remains.
But not this round for Nats. And
planted.
Natural now in CT 1v5, absolutely unwinnable. Still has his overdrive from the the start of the game. It feels like every ult for Disorder is still there, and full blind doesn't get killed though. Upstride with the ult, he's running for his life, and Rex catches him from Scylla.
He managed to dodge the initial op, but wasn't able to
Last
get out
round
because he
in the
ran
half.
out of ability. Very unfortunate. We can see the Disorder's going for a default of sorts. I imagine it's going to be a 1B, 2 mid, 2A sort of setup, or a 3 mid, 1A sort of setup. Economy-wise, we are seeing double op on the side of Brimstone Baddies on attack.
Oh,
Very
yep.
interesting buy.
Yep. Also, I've realized the HUD is wrong. Disorder is the left side. Disorder is defense, which is strange that that's happened. But like, did they start on the wrong side? I'm so confused. But anyways, getting into the round, instantly caught out 2 picks, 3 picks to the side of Brimstone Baddies.
Get out of my way! That's obscuring vision.
Get my net smoking for A. Wants to try and make it feel stronger than it is. Able to catch out one. Has to get 3 here, honestly. Or able to get 2. Now 1v3 for Zephyr. The tactics has his knife out! But he's able to catch out Zephyr. And if I had to guess for the HUD, we might be going into tech pause.
Switching
Don't know
sides.
yet though. Oh, side swap, and we're here. Yeah, we're in attack.
That is a bit unfortunate, but that doesn't change the fact that it is 6-6 half. We are equalized.
I mean, with
Very
the start the
interesting.
sort of had, it's unreal.
It honestly, you know, looking at the game stats, we can see here they Disorder winning 5 rounds initially in a row. Brimstone Baddies winning 4, then Disorder winning 1, and Brimstone Baddies winning 2 in a row. Now, if Natural's performance on defense is anything to go off, I think
Imagine
we
attack.
should be expecting some insane gameplay.
Look, if I'm Cloudy, I'm dropping Natural my Ghost. Oh. Okay, we are back. The UI is fixed. Disorder are on attack, and yeah, Brimstone Baddies moving to the defensive side now. Okay. And yeah, so what do you think we're gonna see from this round, Zorba?
I think we're going to see a lot of aggressive pushes by Natural and the rest of Disorder, but Tactics 18 and 8 on attack. So I think we are looking to see some. Well, they went 18 and 8 the first time, but whatever the case.
On defense, like they're gonna surely he's gonna pop off on Senti.
Exactly, especially because he's Cypher, and we saw a lot of good util coming from him with his cages dodging Phoenix Flash and his cams getting people out.
Christina looking at a wall. Oh god, oh no. Oh no, he's just in horse. Okay, and scale up be long from Disorder. Just the lurk of Cloudy. Doesn't seem like his confidence has gone away. And just walking up A main very aggressively, makes a lot of space. Spots out the tripwire. Able to break it, looking for the cam. Cam spots Cloudy. And Brimstone Baddies, they've read the rotate. Christina B hops out. And it looks like that Disorder are gonna be heading back towards mid. Natural walking up here has Team Liquid Classic. Looks like it's good for that. Christina heavily tagged up by Zephyr. And now it looks like a B-split's gonna be coming in. And it's just Christina backside with a frenzy. Is he gonna be able to catch up Natural? Yes, he is. 32
30
HP.
seconds left.
And Foz is able to clean it up. Now a 4v3 in a post plan on B. Surely this is the round in favor of Disorder, but this lurk through mid, able to go. And he's not able to get the kill. Foz able to back up Cloudy. Now a 2v4. This should have been at least a 3v2. It's very unfortunate. Rex seeing what it can do from heaven. Able to catch out Zephyr. Goes for the spam. Knows he's there, but Foz able to catch him out. And now, 3 and 12. Cloudy on his way to Pi.
Well, hopefully he's able to get some more frags to equal that out. But that's okay. We are looking at a full buy from Disorder. A slight force from Brimstone Baddies, Archetype purchasing a Marshal. For Alt Economy, we can see a Nightfall halfway on the side of Disorder, and that's about all that's notable.
Yeah, and Foz probably going to be looking to get some orbs early here. Has the bomb, so might get plant money. Tactics nearly caught out by Natural. Half HP.
Go, go, go!
Puts the cam up, puts for the slide, Archetype spots out the Marshal from Archetype. The cam. Natural now. Yeah, you're stuck there, Dan. And Foz able to get another kill. Rex. Foz another 6 out of 8 orbs.
Here.
And with the plant down, he's only one off his Nightfall. Marshall's trained onto Natural, able to clean him up.
Spike planted.
Both shots getting missed from Gamble Nets, and now both here. No, there's no way. And that is just 2 guns down. It's a 2v2. What's playing aggressive? Stinger in hand, has the Nightfall for the next round. Seems aware. Yeah, he's aware. I mean, just has to walk up. Yeah, Archetype has the Outlaw, but only 1 bullet. There's no way he's gonna be able to do this.
One enemy.
Cut! He catches out! And that is the round. Foz cleaning it up. Just absolutely nuclear on this attacking half for Foz.
Indeed, we are very lucky that, who was it? Was it Nats that was able to clean it up? I forget.
Yeah, Foz with the last kill.
Foz, yes. Able to clean it up and make sure that they didn't lose their bye. We are seeing a B split from the side of Disorder with a bonus of sorts.
Yeah, I mean, it's very weak bonus! And there it is! Oh,
Spike
3 and
down.
14.
Gun here.
instantly 2 picks going the way of Brimstone Baddies, make it a third, and now 2v5. Natural and Zephyr though, both the top frags. If anyone on the team of Disorder can do it, it's them. Just a very aggressive play from Brimstone Baddies, completely locking them in everywhere.
One enemy
Zephyr gets spotted out,
Aw,
and Archetype cleans him up. And 8-7.
Rex almost getting a 2k there. We can see Alt Economy starting to have an impact. Brimstone Baddies 1 point away from Pick Me Up, and they are 2 points away from Jet Knives, 1 point away from Run It Back. We can see for Disorder they have Nightfall online, and they are 2 points away from Overdrive with a full buy in order.
Yeah, and I want to see the Nightfall be used this round, the crucial round, the round where Archetype has the AWP out. Looks like a mid play just for now, but the bomb A main solo might get caught out here.
Spike
Gives a
down
bomb
A.
drop, but doesn't think that he's gonna be alone. Archetype brings the first pick in favor for Brimstone Baddies. Rex in a very committed position, but might go big here. Doesn't get the shot off. Natural. Fast with it. Slides out. But Dan able to get the trade. Dan just turns away. He's expecting Gamelnats. Gamelnats able to secure the kill. 2v3. And Gamelnats with another. Now it's a 2v2.
Taking that back.
Looks like they're shifting over towards B here. Christina, he's expecting this. Zephyr slowly clearing out the angles, but they're not together. Might get a free 1v1 here,
One
but
enemy
the
remaining.
shot's not super
Spike
clean.
down B.
Zephyr is caught out. Gamelnats, he's gone big this round, but can he get the 1v2 conversion? And it looks like Christina's gonna be aware of this, and that is 8-8. And finally, it looks like that Brimstone Baddies might be taking the lead here.
We can see it is 8-8, so it's equal for both sides. Christina's got their Run It Back online. Disorder does have Overdrive online as well as their Nightfall with a Force coming in on their side. We can expect something big with the Overdrive, and they're looking to 4-man A with Natural lurking mid.
Got to target
I
the star.
mean, if it works, I won't blame them, but let's see how it goes.
Face your
The Nightfall comes in, able to spot out Tactics in the backside. The Thorns come out, but Tactics able to get two! Can't move Easel turret! And now, flashing out, goes for the gun and TP's away. 3v4, Natural still alive. Tactics with another fourth! But Natural denies the ace. Natural catches out Archetype, but Christina with the trade. And finally, the lead is taken by Brimstone Baddies after that 5-0 start.
We are going into another tech pause, but as Glitch did say, Brimstone Baddies are now in the lead with 4 ultimates online and a full buy in order. Disorder at best can afford 3 rifles, but that is all they can afford, so they will probably be looking to save here. We can see they are 1 point away from Steel Garden and another point away from Dimensional Drift and Cosmic Divide. So Alt Economy is very close, but for Alt on the side of Brimstone Baddies, you can't beat it. You cannot beat it, not at all, especially with the full buy. Now, for positioning, we are seeing a mid-heavy default with presumably 1 towards B and 1 towards A, 3 mid.
Yep, and we're having a nice close-up look of Jet's eyes. Oh, you're not on the...
Cool.
Okay. Yep. Panning over to the legs of Jet now. Zolbers, you're not on the banana stream, so you don't see the stream feed. You
I
just
am
see the
following Bucket, so I can see a nice
Yeah.
close
Okay,
up,
that works.
a deep look into their soul, if you will. Get a look at the fade. Good haircut. Into a salon I can see. Oh.
Okay, and we're just waiting for Archetype to reconnect. Looks like Christina's been handed over the AWP though. Oh no, he's just purchased his own. And Archetype, I assume, will be going for knives or just a. I assume he goes for knives here. I mean, they have so many ults. It's gonna be good for the economy. Christina doesn't. He has 9k. So we'll see. Archetype reconnected, so we should be going live hopefully soon.
We can see Tactics and Natural are going blow for frags. Zephyr and Christina close behind. Same with Foss and Rex. The only disparity we start to see is with Archetype and Nats, and then we can see Cloudy and Dan are also going for blow.
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't know if that's they have been going blow for blow, but not in the way you'd hope as a player.
No.
But just it's still been a close game, regardless of how streaky it's been. Disorder though, I'm worried. Double pistol, you really want to convert that on your map pick. So hopefully we see something convincing come out from them, and hopefully they're not just you know, hopefully they're not gonna just lose out these next few rounds, and Brimstone Baddies could just run away with their map pick, and it might not be as comfortable for Disorder.
Indeed. 2 Cypher Trips are holding both sides of mid, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Brimstone Baddies are doing a bit of a default with 2 stacked A, 1 mid doors, and 1 on B.
Yeah, and we don't know where Archetype's gonna be heading quite yet. But yeah, I mean, if you look at Disorder, they're just spread out
Oh goodness.
on an eco.
Whoa. Nice cinematic.
So,
That's
I
a little
know
bit
two images now.
horrific. Oh, it's Clove. Thought it was Fade.
Well, the stream can't see whatever you're seeing. And Natural taking the opportunity to restart because his Valorant's
That's
currently
Natural for
very
ya.
buggy. Valorant
Spike
currently
is
very
dropped towards A.
buggy. Yeah,
So we
maybe.
could expect a ending, which would be a read on the side of Brimstone Baddies as they are stacked more towards A.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see it when the round comes. But the ults just might be too oppressive, to be honest. And Tactics gonna have. He doesn't have any of his trips for himself, but Tactics has been good with the cages. So, I mean, just the cages should be enough. I mean, you saw the previous Fade ulted, and he stood there and shot them, and he won.
He's just better. He's good like that.
Yeah, I mean, just the confidence from Tactics, clearly there. And hopefully, oh no, not quite yet. Not quite. Gonna start soon. But I'd say 1 or 2 minutes. We should be live.
Again, looking at alt economy, we can expect some plays with the run it back and pick me up in hand on the side of Brimstone Baddies. That extra life for Christina can lead to possibly a push out long. It gives more room for some aggressive plays and things you wouldn't normally go for when you only have one life. But it can backfire. If they're too close up long, they can get rushed, and that would be effectively suicide.
Yeah. I mean, we're running out of things to talk about, but we'll get to the next round eventually. Yeah. We'll just go to a short tech pause here. It shouldn't be too much longer, so stay tuned. All right, and we're back. I told you it wouldn't be too long, and finally everything's sorted, and now we can go into the anti-eco round. Probably one of the least interesting rounds in Valorant, unless it's a thrifty. So yeah, let's see what the sort of do here. Try and get themselves a thrifty win. They do have Natural's ult, which I would say is going to be the deciding factor for this round. If they can get that thrifty, it will be off Natural popping off.
Zephyr is using a Bucky.
Yes,
That
is
could lead to an interesting
choice.
play. They're probably looking to punish a push up.
Okay. We
Let's
are
see what
starting.
happens.
Okay. I was just reading chat. I was
Fantastic.
low-key worried. Okay. The timer is ticking. We are live. Okay. Yeah. No,
Getting
but
ready.
we could see Zephyr one off Steel Garden. That's a huge ult on an eco. Gamblenet's one off the Cosmic Divide, and Cloudy one off the Dimensional Drift. So it's a very doable thrifty. It's very doable. Walk out mid here. They're seeming to play this pretty aggressive. And the read is kind of there from Brimstone Bats. They have 4 towards mid. No one's watching the mains. It's just everyone stacked towards mid. And they know they're all going to be grouped up on an eco. Prowler comes in, spots out Dan. Seize comes in, Tactics gets the first kill. I've seen that story before, but it is on Cloudy. Natural's still up online with his ult, if he wants to commit that. Dan tagged out by the from the Vice Flash. And it looks like the ult is coming through double doors. Rex he's cowering for his life, but Nat's able to get the kill. Rex ults in. He goes for the insta ult. And that's another free ult for Nats.
30 seconds left.
You know, Molly's out, Archetype able to get the kill with the operator onto Fuzz Tactics. Catches out Zephyr. Now Gamble Nats left in a 1v3. Has to get the 6k to win the round. Flashes out. And Nats, he's left in an impossible 1v3. There's nothing you can do, but Archetype is going to peek out. Time is so low, and there's nothing Nats can do. And that is another round win for Brimstone Baddies, but damage is important here. Christina able to stop the bleeding of the bodies.
Indeed, we did see the close to 5-man mid, which did see some effectiveness in Art, but unfortunately, Disorder wasn't able to secure the round. They did get close though, leaving only 2 alive on the side of Brimstone Baddies. We can see Natural did invest his ultimate, but Gamble Nats able to get 2, has his Cosmic Divide online. Cloudy does have his Dimensional Drift online as well.
The Dimensional Drift comes in, spots out one of the trips, gets shot out. Tactics playing aggressive in his cages here. Fuzz gets caught out. Natural also, and
3 out of 5.
3 on side. Archetype with another. Brimstone Baddies 3v1. I want to choke this. Zephyr gets the spam kill, but Tactics with the 4k. He's got absolutely nuclear in one of the most important rounds.
Simple as that.
Honestly, nothing more you could say there. Tactics just got his 4k. You could see him putting up with his cages, able to play in and out of them, and that's a common theme that you could see throughout the entire game. Tactics playing in and out of his cages, using it to gain more control, gain more space, and create timings that the attackers or defenders are not ready for.
Now,
And you can
where
see it
does
working
top
perfectly there, leading to a 4k.
Ah, this is a nice. That goes there.
I mean, it's just crazy what this guy can pull off on Cypher. It's just he's always been very strong in this tournament. It's unfortunate. Here's the sub. His team is gone, but it looks like this game is done too. 5v3. Brimstone Baddies look in control, and currently it's just playing inside, yo. I would be surprised if we didn't get one here. Looking closer and closer to that 30 bomb. The trip catches out Cloudy. Has to TP out. Zephyr knows of Tactics position, but Rex able to catch out Cloudy. 2v5.
Last player standing.
And let's say a 1v5. And now just
Get back.
Foz has
Ace?
to do the unthinkable. He has to ace. You're right. Archetype with the operator. The 140 comes into effect. The close plan from Foz. Just needs to get this early advantage. He has 2 double doors. Has to break the eye. And he's overwhelmed. Then catches out the kill. And 12. The lead in favor for Disorder.
Unfortunate. You could see Archetype holding with the op, but he was also looking at his minimap because when the eye went up and when his teammates came through Link, he immediately shot through Pillar, hitting Foss.
And I mean, obviously a force buy coming out.
We could see that. Unfortunately, it is a force, not a full buy. Disorder not able to purchase 5 rifles. Cloudy needing to watch some more extra VODs, clearly.
I mean, yeah, he's been having a rough one. All 5 heading towards the op. Flash comes out. It's not perfect. Actually, it blinds one of the teammates. Natural with the slide. Fuzz gets killed to Christina. Tactics, always good for at least one. Catches out the clone. Has to drop back in halls. He is stuck. And he's still alive. He's not stuck inside. They're stuck inside with him. and sorry, but just the picks going in the way of Disorder. But this would be a clutch for the ages for Dan. Prowler out, the crossfire just gonna be too strong. Danny not really gonna be able to get this. But he's going for it. They have the economy. The time is too low. Catches the tag onto Cloudy, but Nats. The crossfire, once again, too strong. And barely, after that strong of an opening, I mean, Tactics make the round doable, and then it nearly got out of control.
Indeed. Now we could see Cloudy wasn't making it hard enough. He unfortunately did make it a bit easier for Dan to get the frag by shooting the Prowler when it wasn't even going Blink yet. It was going towards Long. Now, Disorder do have 2 ultimates online, but Brimstone Baddies have 4 and a proper full buy.
Yeah, I mean, the aggressive from Brimstone Baddies. Natural here's out. The Phoenix, but Nat's caught out. The comms maybe not there exactly. The gun picked up from Cloudy. Natural able to get the kill onto Rex. Equalizes the numbers. Tactics setup is towards B, but he's playing A solo. I mean, they're confident enough to just leave him there. I would be too. And Archetype jump spots them belong, has to get out, maybe pops the knives here. Does end up doing that. Gets stunned! And he gets the kill! Natural with the trade, and now 3v3. Natural taking aggressive position here, Horse. A safe plant. The Thorns able to come out. Nightfall catches on to the side of Disorder. Now 1v3, Zephyr can't do it by himself. And that is Brimstone Baddies taking the first map with Tactics dropping 34 kills.
Unbelievable. Tactics really holding the team together, getting nearly 10 more kills than Disorder's top frag as a Sentinel. Listen, I called it. I called it at halftime. We were going to see an absolute Cypher masterclass from Tactics second half, and he did not, in fact, disappoint with 5 first bloods. Unreal.
Holy, I mean, just he was so dominant. It was just clear. It was just clear dominance from Tactics. I mean, he eliminated from the tournament, but definitely a strong player.
We'd call that
and
team
we're just
diff.
gonna yeah, I mean, we're gonna head into a 5-minute break here. Yeah, we'll see you on map 2 of Split.
Will be good. Hello, welcome back. Glitch Goal is AFK for a current moment, but he will be back soon. Fantastic first game, really. 13-9 in the favor of Brimstone Baddies. It was a disorder thrashing for the first rounds, but they managed to bring it back. Brimstone Baddies managed to bring it back.
Yep.
We can
And-
see going to split. Now,
Split.
I am
Yep. And we're heading.
I'm
into
very
April
curious to
Select
see
now.
what agents we're gonna get from both sides. Neon still a option on split, but I'm expecting more raises, omens, and whatnot.
Yeah, tactics. Split, ordinarily is, like, a pretty good map for Cypher, but we might see a Viper, because it's, you know, better. But it looks like tactics going for the route of Cypher, and the comp coming out from Brimstone Baddies is kinda mental.
Reina.
Rena Breach race.
That's more like it.
Don't see okay, yeah, that's a bit better. I think Phoenix isn't a horrible choice on split. On maps you want to have, like, on maps you play Phoenix, you want to have the ult orbs easily accessible to the attack, and these orbs are relatively easier for the attack, but also the flashes might not be as good. There's not as many good flashes you can do for Phoenix. But let's see what Disorder decided to go for. There looks like they're going for a Viper Vi, so definitely going to be a very defender-sided comp. Just gonna have the lockdown on mid, and the Vi's Thorns plus the Viper util might be pretty deadly, and the attack might have some struggles getting into sites, but Natural has been good on these entries, so we might just see Natural force sites open.
Fade for Initiator locked in. I am a little worried for Disorder, being completely honest here, because we can see Brimstone Baddies having a breach for their Initiator with double duelist, that being Raze and Phoenix. This is a very, very killer, and especially with the breach stun Raze nade combo, I'm expecting some set plays. I'm expecting some combined utility usage from Brimstone Baddies that Disorder may not be ready for.
And I believe we're heading into attack pulse. Can we confirm that, or?
Yes, we are. Looking at the past game, I'm expecting a lot of aggression from Natural, but I also think tactics, there we go, will be ready for that.
Yeah.
I think Dan will also be ready for that. So, seeing how Disorder? No, sorry, how Brimstone Baddies will be able to counter Disorder's plays with their util will be very interesting to watch. Going into it, we can see, once again, 3 ghosts on the side of Disorder, Frenzy and Classic. A Sheriff for Brimstone Baddies, 2 ghosts, a Frenzy, and a Classic.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, frenzies are very underrated, but Omen buying a frenzy instead of the paranoia, interesting decision. Looking to just play with those DPs. Let's see how they're used. And the Viper Wall coming in from Disorder, a bit more of an aggressive A wall here, just opting to not use the orb and the wall combo, just the wall here. And immediately 2 smokes getting pressured out. But they think it's fake. I mean, Brimstone Baddies have misread this. And the stack heading towards B more around B, and Cloudy seems to be getting ready to smoke. Yes. Smokes vents. And TPs just for some pressure. I mean, both Omens have bought frenzies here. That's pretty funny. But yeah, no, just mid pressure getting made, but G seems pretty on top of this. And I mean, we're asking a lot, and nothing can be gained from them. Natural, a very confident first pick. Zephyr gets the trend of the Rex, but Rex and Christina made this very doable. 3v3.
30 seconds left.
The spike goes down. C's goes into CT. Tactics. And he gets one tap! Zephyr trying to show a little bit of a sentinel diff here. G gets the kill into Foz. Now 2v2. Stable with the frenzy. Christina has the sheriff, but Zephyr goes big. 3 big kills into the round. Very good impact and closes out the round.
Indeed. Honestly, a good round from Disorder. Bringing the win. Going into a full buy. 1 Vandal. 1 Guardian. A Judge full shield. Alt Economy looking good for Disorder. 4 points into Visor's Steel Garden. A heavy attack in order.
And natural 2 classics for the side of Disorder. Interesting. And G has an Ares. Zephyr gets to pick onto Rex. And the sheriff. The judge at long range. And I mean, Cloudy gets that kill. Zephyr, Thorns coming out. And it looks like they don't want to commit too much. Finally, Cloudy able to push through. Spots out Christina. The judge is good for it. And he spots out the classic. And the Ares. Please don't Ares me.
1 enemy remaining.
Cloudy immediately off to a good start, getting 4 kills. It took him very long to get 4 kills in the last map. Able to get it early here.
4 kills and a dream, able to get back the majority of his frags, if not all of them from memory, of last game in a single round. All it took was a full game and a agent switch to lock in, but he is back and he is ready for a good game. Disorder up 2 rounds, Alt Economy looking good, Eco looking good as well. Let's see what they do with a B heavy attack.
Yeah, Natural aggressively taking this B fight. Made out for the trips. Christina's mollies in kind. The Ares coming up from G. Maybe getting spammed out by Gamble Nats with the lurk going to Rex. Huge impact. Christina gets judged by Cloudy. And Natural gets another kill. It's looking like a similar story to the start of the last map. And the judge.
Spike planted.
And tactics 1v4. I've seen them do it before, but I don't know about this round. Tactics. I mean, he's just playing for exits here. I'm just gonna restart Discord Zorbo in 10 seconds.
Pushing to heaven, Tactics is looking for a frag. Will he be exposed to main? He is up. And he gets fragged from stairs. Unfortunate. That does bring Disorder to a bonus conversion. 3 rounds up. Alt Economy looking good. 1 ult online, 1 point away from Steel Garden, 3 points away from Showstopper for Natural. That will be a sight to behold. Brimstone Baddies is looking very close with their ult economy as well, only 2 away from 3 separate ultimates.
Completely. I am back. Okay. Let's see. Aggressive fight into A Heaven. Natural's able to scale up, but Nat's on the lurk. He might have found one of the greatest timings, but he might have been spotted by Tactics there. Natural might be aware of Tactics, and it's a complete mess. Knives out everywhere. Christina gets the kill. Another kill from Cloudy. Zephyr, another kill onto G. And the backside stinger.
One enemy
Taken,
remaining.
but Cloudy able to stabilize.
Cloudy has been strong this game. Already 10 kills in, only 1 death. Making an absolute comeback from his performance last game.
Yeah, I mean,
Absolutely
definitely.
amazing. We are
Tactics.
looking
2 and 4.
3 towards B. 1 sitting in spawn. 1 towards A. Going sewers though.
Natural getting a bit bit lost with that movement. Christina forced out with the Skill Garden. The double TP coming in from Cloudy. Goes for it, he sends it. And Natural's able to back him up. And insta tap onto Rex. Tactics gets a kill from CT. Ult comes in into spawn.
Cage triggered.
Decides to cancel. Spotted out. Tactics aggressive fight. Takes down Foz. Cloudy another frag. Zephyr gets the kill on the G. Finally stabilizes the round for Disorder. 2v1 and Zephyr swings out confidently. Takes down Dam. And that's the 5th round. And let's see if they can get the 6th in the row. Or it's going to go to a similar tale like last match.
That was a lurkers round to behold. I think I counted 4 lurks, 3 or 4 lurks. Most of them finding a frag. We can see 3 ultimates for Brimstone Baddies. 2 more on the way, very close. It is an absolute thrashing for Disorder though. 5 rounds up. Will they be able to maintain it? Or will they lose their lead like last game?
Aggressive fight coming in from Brimstone Baddies. Looking to change up the tempo. G. TP gets to kill the Sting. A natural 1 with the ult. The classic right clicks aren't coming out. Forced out by the flash. Everyone's blind. That's the 2nd kill. That was not meant to happen. And now we finally go back to a quiet round. Christina reveals their position. Flashes themselves. Careful, that's Gavlin. What is that round?
Being honest here, I blinked and everyone was dead. I don't even know what happened. Everyone died. Round recap over. Everyone's dead. They all died. And a book. A heavy attack seems to be in order for Disorder. Cloudy looking fantastic. 13-2. Zephyr 10-2. Natural 5-5.
Yeah. I mean, an aggressive A. Paranoia comes out into ramps. Natural capitalizing off the fade eye isn't able to stabilize the shots through the wall. Tactics takes down Natural vents. Christina spots careful Nats in mid. DP's pass! Oh, and Tactics with the drive-by. Now it's a 3v4. I do not know where the other pick came from, but apparently it happened. Tactics on for the ace, getting spammed out a little. Was knowing Tactics is gonna push out here. Able to stop the bleeding. Tactics now down. Raid boss gone. Can they close out the 2v3 or will it be in the favor for Brimstone? The shots come out from Foz. The Odin not good if your opponent is just gonna tap you on the head like that. Zephyr slowly walking the site here. Doesn't want to make any reveal of his position and elbow creeping down with the timing step for Foz. And now a 2v1. But
Spike planted.
I mean, Christina's on B. I mean, there was no information because of the walk-up. And Christina pushing up CT. Has to try and find something here. Wants to get around the team. Fuzz spammed out 1v1 now. Zephyr with the reposition, and that is a 7th in a row. And Disorder hopefully looking to make a statement on their opponent's map pick.
Goodness gracious. I mean, this is just fantastic round after fantastic round. There's not much to comment. I mean, Disorder's just
Now
winning.
we wait.
They're winning their ones. They're fragging out and absolutely destroying the defense of Brimstone Baddies. We could see a 13-0 game.
Well, expect the score to be 7-1. I mean, that's just been cursed, and we see a 3-stack on B from Brimstone Baddies, but they look like they're getting heavy pressure mid from just a flash. Natural catches out Tactics, and that's the red ball's down. B side is open. Natural's in CT. G is not ready for this. Natural, another frag. Now a 3v5, and Brimstone Baddies aren't looking to stop the bleeding here.
Spike planted.
Nade catches himself a little. But still, hope comes out for CT from Gamonet. Thorns also heard. Christina catches out Zephyr on the relurk. Sees comes out into heaven. Rex goes for the ult! And he doesn't! He catches out! He catches out Cloudy! Don't know how that happened, but he did.
Wow,
And Ace
Rex
out.
was caught out by, I believe it was Nats, but even with the panic, he still managed to shoot it and frag out on Cloudy. Now we are seeing a heavy attack, 5-stack.
Yeah.
This isn't a read. This is not a read from Brimstone Baddies. They are 4, if not 5, stacking B.
Yeah, I mean the worst economy, but Tactics forced up a gun here might be a little bit of an error. 4 of them forced. They forced 8-0. I mean, I guess you want at least 4 on split defense, especially against the comp like Disorders, where it's going to be very defense sided. Rex is more Rex gets one spam, nearly good. Bailey's running away! Nuts, he's on the hunt. He wants this kill, but he decides to back off. Doesn't know about the enemy player's positions. Zephyr and Cloudy both get a kill. Now, main advantage for Disorder. Christina has to make some work happen with the Spectre in heaven. And he's not able to do anything. Now 2 low HPs for Brimstone Baddies.
Welcome to my world.
The Viper's Pit committed. It's just so aggressive,
planted.
and
There.
the force buy looking like it's not gonna pan out as they want to.
Lighting crack.
Bam, just trying to find something, anything to play off. But nothing. The relurk from Cloudy. Zephyr gets 2 in CT, 3 in the round, 9-0 is the scoreline.
Tragic. Absolutely tragic for Brimstone Baddies. I mean, 9-0 on their map pick, not looking fantastic. Tactics 7-9, a far fall from his 34 frags last
34.
game.
So crazy. 34.
Goodbye
I mean,
from both
7 and
teams.
9 being top frag, you wouldn't consider bad performance, but I mean, he's just been getting avoided.
Cover going out.
And the ramp push, Devil Nuts, yeah, has a shorty at long range, isn't able to do anything with that. G brings the man advantage for Brimstone Baddies. Is an A retake they have. The breach ult goes for more. I mean, gets 1, and surely this is a round for Brimstone Baddies. They have the breach ult, they have to commit it, but Cloudy killing Rams could catch the breach. The blood comes out, and he gets both. And now on Ace doesn't know where Tactics is, anyone's gonna deny the Ace, it's gonna be Tactics. Natural spots him out. White swings, maybe throwing a little for the Ace, but it's okay. Tactics is going for this. And he
Unfortunate. Ace stolen by force. He's not gonna have a fun time in team chat, that's all I'm saying. 19-4. Cloudy has brought it back, stealing all the frags from Tactics. Insane gameplay. An eco by Brimstone Baddies. Stacking towards B. 1A heaven, 1A site, trips in both chokes.
aggressive A, but they do seem to want to make some pressure towards mid here this time. And Brimstone Baddies Tactics on A, if anyone's gonna bring them to a first round, it's gonna be Tactics doing some miracle on site. Come on, it's slowly creeping up fence. I mean, Rex might not be too aware of this. The jump peak. It's not gonna catch him! And Gamble Nats able to secure the kill off that jump peak there. Bit of a bold jump peak there when you don't have mid info. And I mean, if you look at the minimap, it's just Tactics on side. He has to do it all, and it's Tactics.
Spike down A.
Pops the cage. 4-3-1 on side. Gamble Nat's able to take him down, and now the round should be secure. The position's just not there, but able to get into A heaven, pushing the AWP off. But the ult comes in from Zephyr, really heads up ult, knows their ult CT. He's gonna push off this. The blind comes in. G able to catch Zephyr, knows he's gonna be aggressive. And then comes in from natural. Christina gets the frag into heaven though. Timing must have been crazy on that. The breach ult finally comes into play. This could be the first round. But the time, and the Cloudy's not going to be able to do it. 10-0, 10-1. And now, finally, a round, and no, Natural is not rage quit. He has DC, because his DC is terrible.
Last round before the
That
switch.
computer was holding it in just to get that first round. But we are not going to be seeing a 13-0 victory for Disorder.
I mean, you cursed it earlier. Definitely a curse.
What do you think we'll be seeing? Because honestly, I don't think they'll be bringing it back. I think this will be a small bump in a very expansive road to victory for
Yes.
Disorder.
I mean, honestly, we could get a 13-1. We could get a maybe 13-3 if they win a pistol. Something like that. But I don't see this being super close. I mean, it would be absolutely mental if they went from 5-0 to winning the map like 13-9. And then 10-0 to like 13-10. That would be mental. But I don't see it happening. I mean, if you look at Disorder's comp, as I said in pregame, it's just way too oppressive on defense. I mean, the Viper is such a good defensive combo, and you can't force open the sites. Like, I assume the A wall will be there, and maybe the Vice on B. Like, where are you meant to go? Mid is held down by Viper. A wall is there. B is probably Vice, or even A with Vice and the Viper util stacked, and then you have a stack towards B. It's just, there's so many options you have on the defensive side with Disorder's comp. Even if they lose this next round, a 10-2 half is outstanding, and I don't see them losing this map.
Neither do I. Now, we do see Natural not buying. Now, is this attack pause? Oh, wait, hold on, EDC. Never mind. I think we will go to a break, but before we do, we can see 3 ults online for Brimstone Baddies. We'll be back in a short moment.
Okay, we are back, and very shortly,
Last round in the half.
last round,
Charges.
let's go. And yep, we see that 3 ults online for Brimstone Baddies, as you said before we went to the break. They've got to use those to get the second round, double their rounds, and try and mount any sort of comeback. I mean, they still have another map to work with. They did get the first map, but still, 2-0 is obviously better.
Cover going out.
An aggressive play from G. Natural thing. Reading this a little, but the util is out! And Zephyr finally the trade 3v4 now. But the ult is gone. And now it's a 2v4. And it looks like the second round is gonna come into effect. Unless Zephyr and Foz pull off something absolutely outstanding, it should be a 2-10 half. A slow wrap through attacker spawn, and on their way towards tactics. But Brimstone Baddies maybe have read this. Double taking, then just trusting, yep, this tactics guy, I've heard he's pretty good. And letting him play on A. Christina, though, there to back him up in heaven. Let's see.
30 seconds left. 30 seconds left.
Spotted out by Foz.
Last player standing.
And Christina instantly with the frag tactic trades onto Zephyr. And 2-10 half.
2-10 half,
Switching sides.
indeed. Brimstone Baddies now on attack. What do you think will happen? Me personally, I don't think they're bringing this back. I think Disorder's attack was so unbelievably oppressive that it's over. They might get a few runs here and there, might be 13-4, but I don't think it will go further than that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Disorder should be able to close this out. And the wall not to line up from Gamble Nats. Maybe hasn't played that Viper that much. Wait, that's not a lineup, right? Yeah, the orb isn't either. Okay, definitely not. Yeah, just
Poison orb
still though,
emitted.
knows where to put the util. But the Thorns and the Viper util, as I said, a deadly combo. And
Poison's off.
Cloudy, that's his 20th kill of the game. Outstandingly better than the previous. Now, 4v5. In favor of Disorder. Pistol would make it very clean. Then Cloudy nearly went for a madness. But Foz, early fighting Sewer here. Maybe catches out Tactics here. Oh, the right click is not there.
Find you.
And Tactics able to get the kill on the Foz. A big kill. Christina catches Natural being aggressive. And suddenly, a 1v2. Zephyr, though, he's been good the whole series. Not just like Cloudy, who's just been good this one map. Sorry, yeah, a 3v1. He reads it correct. Here's the
30 seconds left.
Has to be patient. Catches one. And isn't able to stabilize onto the second. Plant goes in, and a pistol for Brimstone Baddies. But still. Third in a row, but
Unfortunate.
not convincing yet.
No. That is an upset. That is a change from the first half, but it's not convincing yet. A few more round wins might change it up, but it does break momentum for Disorder.
Yeah, I mean,
A full buy on the side of...
There.
4 shorties for Disorder is absolutely mental. The Phoenix Wall laid with the Breach Sun there. Nice idea from Brimstone Baddies. Natural gets one backside. Christina trades onto Natural, but now 3 shorties gotta play. Zephyr gets one and a tag onto G. Omen TP, a bit of a madness. Christina, 3 Altar Orbs collected. Christina looking for more. Maybe the ace. Maybe we'll get an ace this series. We've got so many 4Ks. Gamble Nats
enemy
so
remaining.
low, and G will take the ace. And the shot! It's not quite the plan for Gamble Nuts, and yep, that's a round for Brimstone Baddies. I mean, expected. It was an eco for Disorder.
Exactly. The Cloudy TPing onto site, not fantastic, right in a Spectre. Now bonus. Bonus is what I'm here to see. Disorder now on a full buy. We are ready to see the full might of Disorder crushing Brimstone Baddies, or will Brimstone Baddies be able to get the bonus conversion?
I've got to say, Natural with an Outlaw here isn't going to go too big here because of the enemies mostly having heavy shields. And Christina may be able to get the ult here, but Cloudy insta-pick onto Tactics. Raid boss down. Now Christina has to probably pick up the pieces, get the ult. Natural. The Outlaw. Nat able to catch up Christina, but the spam from Natural heads up play, and now it's a 4v3. Gun advantage, man advantage. You should close this up, but are they going to be able to? Doesn't read the re-hit A, but Foz, he said no, they're not rotating. They're all here, and so 3 people are gonna stay. And the positional, man advantage, gun advantage, every advantage you could ask for. But Brimstone Baddies somehow weaseling their way into A heaven. Noise
30
made.
seconds left. One enemy
She
remaining.
isn't able to kill
Spike
Natural.
down A.
Takes down Dan. Shorty comes out, and Rex actually able to get some stable shots off. And that did not look convincing. That looked like lag. But don't
10
guys here on
seconds
there.
left.
The spike is in heaven. The round is over, and it's just about damage. I'm a rebuy to Foz, but I mean it's pretty costly. But Disorder, I mean they don't need that many more rounds.
That was close. I'll admit, I thought that was lost. I mean, Rex, with the absolute tracking precision of a pro on Natural, just shooting him out of the sky. Natural didn't have a chance. That was a 1v2, but Frost was able to bring it to their favor, and Glitch is right. They are only 2 rounds away from a victory.
Full set.
Yeah, the buy from the Sorta, it's one of the buys I've seen in Valorant. I've definitely seen I've definitely not seen this before. 2 Ares, a Judge, and 2 rifles. Let's see how they use them. Breach stun coming in. I mean, Breach is good for this ramp stun, but if no one's playing ramps, what then? We've only got 2 flashes, no info. Sax is scary. Was not able to get the kill with the Ares. Learning why it's not the preferred gun of choice. Spots out tactics. Nats isn't able to get that kill. Sure. Another Ares. Let's go round 2. And he goes, oh, why? I can't believe that. Cloudy and Zephyr both get some frags, and Tactics, they know of his position, man. Natural with the Judge! Tactics able to get the kill, but Cloudy and Zephyr having to do a lot here. G able to get the kill with the Odin. Now a 1v3, and he's stuck on site. Catches out G, but not much more they can do, and 5-11 looks to be 6-11. Disorder, I have no clue what they forced up for. Looks like they're forcing again. No, they're not. They have common sense. They decided. Yeah, no.
Disorder forcing there probably was to break the momentum of Brimstone Baddies, because if they were able to win that round, they'd go into the second round with better weaponry and 1 round closer to victory. They did have some rounds to play with, but this will be something to see.
Really aggressive aim of B main. Rat, I know, got out. Oh, the Bucky whiff, but the trades
He killed himself.
Trades himself out. Really skillful from good trade. Zephyr falls! Hold on! This could be an eco! Tactics is sat down, and that is a thrifty 12-5, but it's not Sunset, and it's not NRG. I think Disorder might be closing this out.
Indeed. That was a good ultimate. Even though Rex was caught off guard, he managed to get the frag and trade himself out, even though he did kill himself with his own ultimate. Disorder looking absolutely fantastic. Cloudy going 24-11. Zephyr 23-9. Ult economy strongly in Disorder's favor with a heavy stack towards B.
Yeah, I mean, this is just Disorder deciding, but the Viper buys you till stacked here, and it looks like you can't get through, especially when you're brought down to this scattered by 2 rifles, a Stinger, Marshall, and an Odin. Looks to respawn mid. Fuzz has to be careful there. Stun, he walks into it, and G catches the kill. Gamonats with the trade, 4v4. Maybe Cloudy could go big here. Christina seems aware of it. Double body with the Marshall. Tactics, walking up here. Looks like a fight is going to be big. Natural.
Cage triggered.
Looking to catch these rotators, doesn't worry about grabbing his kill. Misses the shot. And may be aware of G's position. Nat's able to catch him out. Tactics! Insta shot onto Natural. This guy is talented. Nat's looking up for man.
Toxin screen down.
They should be relatively aware of these positions. But the ult doesn't catch him to backside. And Christina able to get nothing. Suddenly, so losable. Dan spotted out.
Last
Zephyr
player standing.
catches Tactics absolutely sentinel diffing in this game.
Off your feet!
The breach comes out, and you have to stick nets. And Zephyr, you have to trust them. And that's not able to do anything. And the round is over. And then with the 1v2 clutch.
Wow. Honestly, that was a bit of a throw from Nats. All he had to do was at least halve it, and he would have had time to defuse while Dan was pushing him elbow, but he didn't trust his teammates evidently. So we see Brimstone
Another round.
Baddies get the round. It's now 6-12. One round could be the end of it.
I'm looking at the buy. I'm seeing a Bucky.
It's certainly a bye.
Look, it's not that bad. We will see what Cloudy's able to do with this Bucky. He is situated on the B site. That's where Brimstone Baddies are heading. Might be good. Catch out natural. He's gonna get heavy tagged by that. Half of his HP gone. And he gets the spam onto Christina. Incredible first pick, and now Brimstone Baddies reconsidering. Tactics able to catch out Gamble Nats. I mean, the lurk kill, and Tactics, we've played these games before, gets another. I mean, just absolutely winning the round for the team. I mean, someone would have to go very long wrong for them to lose this, and Zephyr catches G. Nice tag, and Tactics is down, and I think I might have cursed them. I look through vents from Rex. Rex and Dan been a little quiet this game.
30
so
seconds
we're gonna have to
left.
see
Last player
if they
standing.
can make it work. But Dan now left in a 1v3. Series isn't on the line, but the map is. Don't want to see this go to a third map. I mean, Haven.
Speak for yourself.
10 seconds left.
No, if you're Dan, you don't, but you will,
Defender
and that
win.
is a third map.
Unfortunate.
And very dominant.
Almost complete reversal. Gone from a 13-9 victory for Brimstone Baddies to a 13-6 victory for Disorder. Zephyr and Cloudy on top with 27 kills and 25 kills respectfully. Tactics still at the top of the lobby, 17-17 going neutral.
Yeah. And it'll be very interesting to see Tactics on Haven. Might be, I mean, with his playstyle, I'm very interested to see that sort of map in Tactics' favor. And for the side of Disorder, Haven, you can get away with your ISO very, very confident. So I think this might be a pretty confident middle ground for both teams, and we might be getting a banger of a last map.
Indeed, I'm very excited, me personally, because Haven is
Yeah.
Cypher's dream. Cypher main's dream is Haven. Haven and Lotus. So I'm very ready to see some funny trips, some in and out of cage gameplay, some sewer lurks, some mid lurks, seeing what Tactics can do with his util, because you can hold off half the map with a chamber. Not chamber, sorry, Cypher. You can hold Garage and C long with trips, and then play B. That's half the map, and you got the rest of your team stack A. So, very, very, very curious to see what Tactics will do for Brimstone Baddies going into the third map.
Yeah, and
Disorder.
we'll have to find out in 5 minutes after the break.
Indeed, we'll be back soon.
Alrighty, we are back. Haven, very excited. Gonna be very fun to see how both teams play this.
Indeed, we can see Brimstone Baddies won map 1 13-9, but Disorder brought back 13-6. An absolute thrashing. I'm very curious to see what happens next map because of what happened in Split. I mean, Cloudy, he brought it back from going 4, and I think it was 4-20 in map 1 to
Wait.
over 27 kills. I mean, what an absolute toss-up.
No way he pulled the pie and the 4-20 in the same game.
Exactly.
Oh
Like-
my god. Yeah, I mean, just absolutely fragged out. I think the change of agent really helped him. He looked confident in Omen. Hopefully we see him on Omen on Haven. I just prefer that. I think he did better on Omen. But
Agreed.
you never know. You never know.
You never know, but I don't think he'll perform as good on any other agent. I think being the second frag, like Glitch was saying to me during the break, Tens in VCT was playing Jet the majority of his career, but didn't find a lot of value. Changed to Omen, and suddenly he was absolutely out. Because Omen not only forces you to be second frag in a lot of ways, it changes your gameplay, right? Cloudy, first map. A lot of the times he died, he was first blood because he was pushing up and getting caught by an off angle. But being Omen, he's now second frag. He's forced to slow down, and that gave him a lot of wriggle room, a lot of it nudged him in the right direction towards lurks and off angles, and that's why I think he did so well in map 2. Not to mention, it opens up some ability for variety, right? He smoked. We saw this many times. He's on site and then TP'd into it and got a timing. So I think we'll see a lot of that in Haven to try and get around Cypher trips.
Yeah, and we should be heading into Agent Select now, so we're going to see what he was able to play. And I just want to point out, on the he went 3-7 in first engagement, so he definitely was dying a lot first. So yeah, we're going to see if he's going to be playing. Yeah, he's locking him, and he
Tactics.
is nothing of that. Tactics
locked Clove.
Clove?
What?
Tactics on Clove? I thought we'd be seeing another Cypher Masterclass.
No Cypher gameplay. This, I did not expect this. Not on Haven. That's crazy. That's crazy to me.
That is crazy.
Unbelievable.
Maybe-
Obviously Sova, but no Cypher.
He's not going Cypher.
I mean, how do you go from the sort of things that... Okay, I guess Smokes, right? Because he used his cages a lot.
Yeah.
Map 1 and map 2. So I guess Smokes is how he's going to play around that. But I mean, it's not the same play style. It's nowhere near it.
Yeah,
Rex going from Duelist to Sentinel with KJ.
What is happening here? Christina solo Reyna?
Ain't no way.
There's no way.
Rex, what? What?
Wait. Nat's hovering
Huh?
chamber might be seeing a chamber of ice? 5 seconds left. There's no way they go through with this. They're
No
going
way
to
they actually
send
look-
Reyna.
No way.
Please change last second. No way.
Holy crap, that's... What?
What is that?
I mean,
You
Reyna's
have
a
a
decent-
Stofa. You have a breach, but you can't play off it properly.
I mean,
That's mental.
they don't even need blinds. They have breach
And
flash.
ISO would have been better. In this
100%.
situation. It's just,
Unbelievable.
I mean, I guess Christina is confident. Well, that's interesting development.
Holy
It
moly.
looks like Rod is pausing.
Honestly, I'm still in shock that not only is Tactics not playing Cypher, Rex is playing Cypher.
Rexes.
And it's not like Rex was playing an agent where you can flex to Sentinel. Rex was playing Duelist. Like, these are two completely polar opposite playstyles.
I mean, as a player whose best agents are Duelist and Sentinel, like, you definitely have to switch up how you play when you play those agents. I mean, it's definitely very different. They're very different roles. So, I mean, it's interesting to see Rex surely his playstyle might be changed up here. Maybe he's more comfortable on this role as Sentinel, and then tactics, he might be the GOAT on Clove. He might drop 40. So we'll have to see. Christina buying a Sheriff. I mean, it's Arena, so I mean, I honestly think they need 7 at least on defense.
It will be very curious to see. I mean, I've played Reyna on Haven before. You can play a lot of a garage if you're on defense, get a frag, dismiss back, but Reyna's just not the duelist you expect to see here. You expect an Ice, you expect even a Yoru, just something, just not Reyna.
Yeah, I mean, that's quite mental. Let's see how Disorder navigate this. Cloudy aggressively fighting here. Christina, 2 shots off of the Sheriff. Doesn't get anything yet. But the stack is heading towards A. Tactics smoking off, but Zephyr always had Tactics number the series, and all the kills are going in favor of Disorder. Kill in backside from Dan, and G jumps out of heaven, but GG it is, because that's a pistol for Disorder.
What just happened?
I mean, it was fast.
I blinked, they all died once again. Spoilers, they're all dead. We are seeing Ultraconomy pretty heavy in Disorder's favor. 3 points into Hunter's Fury. Now we're looking for a mid-heavy attack.
Natural slides out. And it looks like they want to be patient here. Don't want to do anything too dangerous. Gamble has forced the TP with the stun. But the stun is baited out. Tactics take Natural doing a little bit of a silly maneuver there. The shear is triggered by Tactics. And now he's got the trip to deal with. But he's just gonna sit there with the Bucky. A little bit of a bait coming in from Christina. But Zephyr spams out Tactics, reads the situation. G gets a kill into Natural with the Ares, but Nat's able to trade it out. 4v3. And Christina stuck on site with a classic. What are you gonna do here? Decides to play around the smoke given by Tactics. The judge from Cloudy on the other side might spell the end of Christina. TP comes in. Line. Ares. Ah, not caught out. And that's an Ares surviving. I mean, the wallbang spot from Tactics is kind of stupid that he knows that. Foz goes for the kill. I mean, wants to get the ult up. I don't mind it. Zephyr catches Rex, and yeah, they're running him down. And I mean, relatively clean.
Right, we can see. Who was it? I believe it was Foss. Yes. Like Glitch said, was going for the early ult orb, but did donate not only an ult orb, but a Sheriff. Another.
In the end, it's not that bad. I assume he's gonna buy up again this round. Something light. Yeah. Oh, drops the rifle to Natural. Selfless teammate. And let's see what Natural can do. Nat's early pick onto tactics. I mean, 0-3 right now. Not showing us why he chose Clove so far. Natural with the donated Vandal, and he's delivering one back to Foz. And G isn't able to stabilize on the Natural. Rex with the trait though. 3v3. Bonus conversion still on the table. Nat's able to just get his way out. He's heading towards A. And he has the bomb. But Cloudy sitting in garage with the judge. Smoke CT. Rex on the other side. Zephyr and Nats eventually both making their way up towards C. Up to them to make this bonus conversion work. Because Cloudy's just kind of stuck in garage with this judge. Cam checked by
30 seconds left.
Rex, but nothing seen, so the stack is still here. A TP into the smoke. Blind comes out, decides to go for a blind onto Rex, but he's not caught. Zephyr able to get the kill before gets the kill onto Dan. Now Christina just left in a really rough 1v3. Let's show us the Reyna. Breaks the trap, Nats peaks, and that is a bonus conversion.
This one was ready for the garage lurk. Tour de France online for Disorder. Possible mid-aggression with that ultimate online. Honestly, I don't know what to expect.
Yeah, I have no clue either. It looks like Gamma Nats is going for the ult. And a Bucky. Good old combo.
You want to play? Let's play.
Holds garage. Waits to see if anyone plays aggressive from it. Decides to take this window position. Natural. Be hopping around. Rex on site. Not tactics. Christina getting a little bit of a bait here from Rex. The stack is correct. He doesn't know where he's TP'd. Oh, Cloudy with the TP back into short, able to get the kill onto Christina. She peeks out heaven, catches Natural. The Ares, it's there. Come on, Nats. Pushing deep into CT. She seems aware of it, but not able to stabilize. And Gamma Nuts gets caught out 3v4. Tactics first kill. Now 1v4. Zephyr can do it. Gets the shot, but Tactics gets a second kill and brings the rounds to a thrifty.
It was a beautiful initial attack from Disorder with a default. A heavy default, got a frag, looked to aggress mid, but then they just got contained and outgunned by Brimstone Baddies with the spray through the box by G, taking down the Tour de France. Chamber, Nats, caught out, wasn't ready. A full buy from both sides. Foss and Zephyr both have their ult online respectively, but Brimstone Baddies is very close to getting the...
Yeah, and you can see an aggressive A coming from Disorder. Scaling up A long and A short. Just the two-pronged attack. Rex looking to be a bit aggressive. Christina gets stacked up. The TP comes in from Cloudy. The Natural and Cloudy both get a kill. Cloudy's pushing. CTG is on top of it. Ult comes in from G, but it's on a neon. It's going to be hard to track that. And that it is. No tag. Sun comes in. Spam comes out from Natural. Doesn't seem too aware of the heaven angle. Gets caught out by his teammate Flash. Zephyr with the kill onto Tactics. Now, 3
One enemy
retake,
remaining.
apparently. Zephyr with the trade onto G though. Natural taking this fight to Dan, but Dan gets caught out. Catches him out, so. Zephyr though, swinging short, gets the 4th round, resets the economy for Brimstone Baddies.
Indeed. Disorder with the round win. A beautiful post-plant site hold. Absolutely dominating. Brimstone Baddies having a struggling time getting onto site. Christina going 0 and 5 currently. 1 point away from ultimate, but not finding any value. Unsurprising with the rain. Really, what were they expecting? A staggered force from Brimstone Baddies with ult economy almost in their favor.
Taking aggressive angle, Naturals there. Nat! Oh, that could have been dangerous. Stuns up tactics, but just looking to back off. Don't want to get caught up by tactics here. War gets triggered, but he is dead. Now, 4v4, 3 on site, should be in favor of Brimstone Baddies. But Cloudy, he's folded aggressive play, and Christina can't get the classic shots off. Natural with the kill on Rex, and it's all gone wrong.
One enemy remaining.
Zephyr with the lurk, and Foz. And, sorry, Natural catches G. I mean, yeah, okay, you know what? We'll just forget the last part of the round. Natural gets
G-
caught out, but.
Oh, it was a fantastic attack. Again, like the past, 2-3 rounds before that. Christina, again, unable to get a frag. That is a reoccurring theme currently with them on this map. G, fighting, I believe it was Cloudy, but managed to accidentally frag Force.
And again, Tactics taking this aggressive fight outside B. Able to get out with his life this time. Maybe spammed out! Zephyr with the kill. G, Ares Gaming. Foz caught out. Double TP into back sight from Cloudy. I mean, he's just been so aggressive with these Omen TPs. Zephyr kills Christina. Walk up short is not going to work out. Natural with the kill. Just doesn't spot out Dan and setting in C back sight. The one position he could be without getting
Last
spotted.
player standing.
Natural catches out Rex. You don't want to wreck with this thing. It's Zephyr. Then spot has been revealed, and that's 6-1.
Listen up. Kill them before. Gotta go.
Yeah, another site hold that is just unbreakable from Disorder. Like you said, Glitch, you don't want to ADS with a Stinger. That's probably one of the worst things you can ever do. You want to run and gun with it. That's what it's made for. That's what.
Yeah, even then, like, the accuracy on the Stinger is ridiculous. You can beam some people.
The fire rate as well. What I want to see is Reyna ultimate with a Phantom or...
G able to catch out Gem on that, so TP's out. But the mid-fight working out well. And Natural's ult is going to expire here. But, might have identified that C is open.
I'm out of here.
Natural slides into side tactics. Able to get the frag on Zephyr and back out. 3v5. Should be a second round for Brimstone Baddies. But catches out Rex and ults onto a Heaven. I mean, Cloudy, he's going for a play and could be the rambling play, but
Spike down.
Tactics
Attacker
catches out
spawn.
Natural. Cloudy has to catch out G here. Has to expect the off angle.
Player standing.
Isn't able to stabilize. And now Foz left in a 1v4 with an AWP. Might want to throw this off the map. And Tactics catches him. Goes to pick it up. Doesn't. They do not want the AWP.
Interesting. Optonation not accepted. A full buy in order for Brimstone Baddies. Another op for Disorder. Gamble Nats holding it with Light Shield. Although he can be bought by Zephyr, so I'm not sure why he's going for that, but whatever, to each their own, I guess. Another default, a heavy for Disorder, but this looks like a read by Brimstone Baddies.
Yeah, Gamble Nuts once again taking this aggressive fight mid. Might have nearly catched out Christina, but Gamble Nuts taking back his util so it doesn't get server altered.
I'm out of here.
Rex nearly catches out Natural with the spare. And, I mean, Christina's position here might just be enough information. It's just, the stack is A. Nat catches out Rex, who wants to not have a pistol. Natural catches Dan, and the stack is broken up by a visor.
Spike planted.
Tactics caught out by the tripwire. The thorns, all this util, so oppressive. Tactics stuck and blind. Defro catches a free kill. Natural gets frag onto Christina and G running away. But Foz might catch. And that, once again, reset of the economy. And Brimstone Baddies just can't get 2 in a row.
Indeed, they keep getting a round, but they can't bring it back. Disorder, economy heavy in their favor, with nearly 2 people maxing, but Brimstone Baddies does have 2 ultimates online with a 3rd on the way.
Alright, muckers. Off we go.
It looks like Tactics always keen to take this B fight. And so far hasn't found anything from it. And that's maybe looking to kill him on the jump peak. Natural pick onto Christina. Christina yet to find a kill. Tactics with the trade. 4v4. And it looks like
Spike planted.
Cloudy might be going for something. Natural decides to back off. The wall's still up. Double Sentinel utilities still going to be a pain for G. But look, opts to wait for the players in garage before making any moves. Decides to trip the wall now. Maybe a bit early. Gamble Nats gets the kill. Rex, ult comes in. Bit of a decent, to be honest, with the flank. Spam comes out. But no kill. And that is a TP. He is TP'd onto side, and he is died. But time, so low. Dan gets called out. Stick, not there. And the round is done.
That is fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. They managed to hold off the defuse with spams, which, you know, that's not something we see much anymore, because with the riot changes that got rid of pings being shown for players, that ultimately killed a lot of these spam techniques that we saw in post plants. But they still managed to be accurate even without pings. And we can see another A heavy attack.
And look for Bender going to the all chat. Walking up along here, I mean, Cloudy has been very aggressive on this Omen, but it works out well for him. Tactics in spawn. Yeah, he's in attacker spawn. And he has a
Need some
Guardian.
Jaws music.
Oh god. Oh no!
Is ready.
Cat's one. Devil Bats able to turn around 90-degree one tap. It goes for the double body. You're not getting out of that one, Tactics. The Stinger, not quite good for G. Able to catch out Cloudy. 1v3 for Gamble Nats. Gets one, has 4, has to get the 6k to clutch the round, but blinded up. And Dan secures the 3rd round for Brimstone Baddies.
Last round before the switch.
Unfortunate, was almost another victory, but they couldn't quite pull it together. Two ultimates still online for Disorder, Tour de France, and Hunter's Fury, respectfully. Disorder is investing the Tour de France. Brimstone Baddies do have Breach Ultimate online with Hunter's Fury on the way, but at best, this is a 4-8 half.
You want
Yeah,
to
not
play?
what you want to
Let's
see,
play.
especially against Double Sentinel.
Here.
I said they need 7. They have 3. Disorder looking to explore mid here. They've very enjoyed making mid a problem for BSB. And this deep position from Cloudy also gaining some value. LMG's definitely favored for this player. Just holding the line. Natural, once they get this first contact with the AWP, expects the positioning. Even stuns them out. But the breach ult comes out. And that ult might be the first breach ult of the game. Christina finally gets a kill. Gets a second. Not able to get the third. Gamble Nats, 2k in mid. Tactics gets the kill onto Cloudy. But Nats is running gun by Tactics. And that is a 4-8-half.
Christina increasing their kills infinitely because one kill increasing from nothing. That's something.
Yeah.
They now are on the board. But Disorder still has a firm lead. And now Brimstone Baddies are going to be pushing into 2 Sentinels with only their breach. I mean, they also have Sova, but...
And Sova, but your entry is Reyna. You have no entry. You have no entry tools.
Hey.
You actually have...
They have a blind.
They have a blind. But listen. You have to absolutely default and frag out to make it work. And the dart, let's say that one hasn't worked.
It's a dart.
Yep, this is live for us.
Cosmetic dart.
Looks like G looking like he wants to dart. Backside A. Looks like a fake. Understanding the comp has a weakness. But Cloudy gets one in mid. He's trying to get out. Gemonet's backing up G. In the end, ends up an equal trade. Tactics. Dang, Zephyr able to catch out Tactics. Christina refrags onto Foz. Now, Christina and Dan left in 2v3.
Last player standing.
Kill, and it's a 2v1 because Natural is not here. Zephyr has to reload, and Dan does not seem aware of this short lurk. But the hell positioning might be
Weak.
everything. And Util out at the wrong time. Nat's able to defuse, and thankfully, Natural's disconnection has not made it bad for them.
No, the disconnection did not matter. Fortunately and unfortunately, Dan was caught out with Util. Clearly not expecting that to be so pushed up. That brings the game to a 9th in Disorder's favor. Zephyr going 17-7, Nats going 16-5. You can see the Sentinels are dominating this game. They really are. Absolutely smashing Brimstone Baddies, who, without a proper duelist entry, are able to take space. I mean, they have their breach, they have their Sova, but you can't do anything with the info. You don't have a raise, you don't have a jet, you don't even have a Yoru. You have nothing, you have no ability to space without at least a frag.
And I mean, we'll have to see if they can pull anything out on the eco after the break. Should be back soon.
Indeed.
And we are back. Yep, let's see how this ends up. Looks like Gamonats has got an outlaw.
Alt
Wait,
Economy,
are we rolling back?
Alt Economy is in Disorder's favor here with 3 points into Steel Garden and Tour de Force, not Tour de France.
Yeah.
But Brimstone Baddies are 3 points into their Rolling Thunder. So, very interested to see what occurs. But without any sort of entry duelists, no Jets, no Razors, no Yorus, I'm not even sure if the Rolling Thunder will get that value.
Yeah, I mean, no entry is definitely big. Yeah, so
Mid-heavy default to start us off.
yeah.
A
this
read though from
game
Disorder.
plan- Yep. Rex just putting the trip up on going mid. Zephyr double tap. She and Christina taken down. And Judge. I mean,
Three down.
Zephyr, third
One
in the
enemy
round.
remaining.
Cloudy
Flawless.
cleaning it up. And that's a flawless anti-eco. And Christina and Rex gotta be sweating.
Fight till the end.
Unbelievable.
Outta here.
Double kill in garage with a judge. Unbelievable. New half going good. Zephyr 20-7. Gamble Nats 16-5. A read towards A from Disorder. A correct read indeed.
Yeah, let's see. They have triple outlaw for Disorder. Only 2 targets for that though. But Zephyr finds one of them, and Rex has pied. Let's see about Christina. Taking this fight in mid. Couple nets. Sorry. Gamble Nats and Garage moving to Ceylon. Christina, he's been tagged.
Fighting for his life.
He's fighting for the pie. Gamble Nats swings that garage and gets Christina. There it is. A double pie. 2 days in a row.
One enemy remaining.
And Zephyr kills the tactics. I mean, it's all over. 4-11 bonus conversion.
Double pie feels bad on Christina and Rex. I'm not surprised. I mean, you're going from a entry-ish duelist and a entry duelist to a sentinel and not an entry duelist. So, not quite sure what they were expecting there with this comp. But-
Yeah, you and me both.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, like, it's 4-11, but I don't see any
It's 4-11.
comeback. The game isn't over, but it's not looking likely. Look,
This round will be the decider.
yeah, and natural aggressive line on A. Free info for the team. Knows their middle C, stacks towards there. Device one garage. Giving info as well. Tactics taking an aggressive fight. Nats sits him down. Christina not able to get value with the Marshall. Now Rex is taken down by Nats. 2v4. Zephyr swinging long catches Dan. Now Gamble Nats trying to stabilize up the cheese. Zephyr barely gets the kill. That is 12-4.
Match point.
Indeed, match point in the favor of Disorder. 2 Ultimates Online. Steel Garden. Honestly, I think this is it. I mean, Brimstone Baddies are now on a force. They're not even on a proper bull buy yet. They are pushing into 2 ops 2 Sentinels, and you know Zephyr and GambleNats going 20 and 8 and 20 and 6 respectively. I don't see this going.
Yeah, I mean, let's see the double AWP setup with GambleNats and Cloudy, and Christina half checks it. Foz gets the frag though. Kill from natural Foz, traded out G.
Enemy remaining.
Foz gets another kill
That's
from
left.
Tactics, the last kill with the AWP,
And that's it.
and that's GG.
Good game.
Stealing sight.
Wow.
So interviews.
What a toss-up.
What are we doing in news?
I mean, before we even get to interviews, I just want to talk about the we went from 13-9 for Brimstone Baddies to 13-6 for Disorder to another 13-4 for
Yeah.
for Disorder. Sorry. I mean, what a complete toss-up, right?
Just, yeah, I mean, they just decided to lock in, and yeah, we are here with like all
Everyone.
of Disorder,
Whole team.
the
Yeah.
whole team.
Welcome.
Hello.
Where's Cloudy? I don't know.
Where left?
He left. Damn it.
Oh,
Oh well.
Oh, wait,
I've got one question for the lot of you.
yeah.
What changed? What changed from second map?
Vibes.
Cloudy locked in on the smokes. That's his main
Yeah.
role.
Clay locked in and
Clearly.
Yeah, pretty much.
tactics.
So
shit the bed.
yes, I have a question. So for the for the first map, Cloudy obviously did not look comfortable on the Duelist, but on Smokes he definitely looked a lot more comfortable. Like, why was he on Duelist in the first map? Was it?
Because that's what we
He wanted
played
Sinner.
in Premiere and what we played
see.
last time. But he hasn't been one-tricking Yoru in ranked the whole season like he was last time. So
Oh, I see.
Let's see. Interesting.
Okay.
Has he been playing more Omen then in ranked?
I'd assume so. I got no clue.
Fair enough.
I don't think he's even playing. Like,
Yeah,
I
don't
mean,
think any
that's
of us have been
fair.
playing.
Yeah, I mean,
Mechanic diff.
facing Tactics, how did that feel?
First map was a horror, bro.
First map
I
was insane.
I was
34.
scared of that man, bro. I
And
was
then-
scared of that man.
I have a question. When you logged into the agent select for the third map, were you confused?
Yes.
yeah.
Because we were too.
I was
Um,
utterly shocked.
Yeah. I mean that was it was a choice. They swapped around a bunch of roles. Tactics was on Clove instead, and he didn't do as well. I mean, it didn't work out in favor of BSB. I thought map 3 was gonna be the closest, and it ended up being just a domination. I mean, after we saw that comp, I just thought you had the third map. And what did you guys do to make sure that they couldn't get any value off the Reyna and the Clove?
He kind of just like ran down. I didn't even know.
Yeah,
He
I
just
mean,
ran down,
Well, like
bro.
the Clove kept running down mid, and so he just took
Yeah.
mid space, and then
yeah, I mean, we saw that he just kept walking down mid, and it was too readable. And I mean, you
Yeah, we
guys just
well,
dominated on Haven.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I think what led to your domination, party lock, other than you know, it's a really
yeah.
weird picks from Brimstone Baddies, which I honestly I think that was a throw, because not only did they switch up their roles, I mean, you had Rex going from Duelist to Sentinel, you had Tactics going from Cypher to Clove, you then had a Reyna. I mean, no matter how many Sentinels, how many initiators you have, info you have, what are you meant to do with a Reyna, right? And I think you guys recognize that with your stacks.
Yeah. We did.
Yeah,
Yeah, we did.
we pointed out really early that they didn't have a dive duelist.
Yeah, they just had no dives, so like you could just hold angles basically.
Did that
Right.
influence your comp further than just holding angles, or?
Well, I guess we went like snipers a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so double up.
The last round, yeah, and also on attack, you guys had a lot of ops. There's not much to talk about in the last map, but the first map, you guys started off with 5. Why do you think? What do you think they changed to bring it to 13-9 in their favor?
Tactics.
Tactics,
Yeah,
yeah.
Tactics just won everything in mid, and
Yeah.
then they got way too much map.
Yeah, this
control.
guy just
This
swung
guy
and
plays
he
trips
just...
like perfectly, bro.
He was so
Yeah.
aware.
No, I can't like I think like every round he had his trips where we were.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. I mean, we saw in Split, you guys avoided them a lot more. Did you change anything
that
up
was the
in your
strat.
playstyle? Just avoid tactics at all costs.
Like
I think that was
first
one of
few
the
rounds,
goals.
we tried to find Cypher and just go opposite side.
I think that was
But,
the
like
goal.
like after we were like destroying them 9-0 or whatever, we sort of just ignored that. But
It was 10-0,
Yeah.
buddy.
It's 10-0.
Just
Yeah, I
gotta
mean,
make
you
it
lost
right.
the last 2 rounds, so maybe that explains it. Yeah, no, but Split was their map pick, and they didn't like once you addressed avoiding tactics. I guess they didn't have anything they could do. Now you're coming into the 3-2 bracket. You have RYH, Yen, which you can't face either of those teams because you've faced them already. TFG, and then the winner of T3G or T3G
Silent
and
Horror.
Silent Horror. Yeah. So those are your potential opponents. So basically, you're either facing TFG, T3G, or Silent Horror. How are you guys feeling about that?
So better we win easy.
Oh, whoa, not on TFG, buddy.
Yeah, TFG.
Mitch, SMH. Wait, nuts. If there was a game between Silent Horror and TFG, who would you play for?
Who do I play for? That's a great question. That's a great question for me to figure out another day.
Yep, that is yep. All right.
Certainly something.
Do you have any questions you want to ask Zorba?
No. Well, I guess other than, do you guys have anything you want to say to your opponents or to the chat?
NT.
That is true. Thanks for coming on, guys. Really appreciate it.
And he's gone.
I wasn't coming through. What? Sorry. You guys put on a good show. Thank you for coming on today.
That's all good. Thank you.
No
yeah,
problem.
thank you guys.
Thank you.
Do we have any interviews from Brimstone Baddies?
Let's see. I don't think so. No.
I wouldn't want to interview either after that. Well, what a absolute toss-up. I'm still reeling from that. That was fantastic gameplay, fantastic tactics, other than map 3. I don't know what the heck map 3 was, but
yeah.
That was a true masterclass, and I'm extremely honored to be able to see here and watch it in real time.
Yeah, I mean, thank you to the viewers as well for watching, and that will be all for tonight.
This is VCC OCE, Glitch Goal, and Zorba Noodle signing out.